Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Judyowiti and I'm so glad you're watching. I've always wanted to do a series on the names of God. Now when you think about it, a name is so important. When a parent has a child, they think about the name that they're giving that child. Like they're very intentional about the name they give that child. You know, you don't just wake up and give your child the name Hitler, you know, because that represents something negative and you don't want that to be associated with your child, right? So names mean something. They reveal important information about someone. They represent the hopes and the dreams of what a parent hopes for their child, and they hope that that child will live up to that name. Now, in the biblical settings, we see God frequently changing the name of an individual to reflect a new reality. For example, Abram changed to Abraham to mean father of a multitude. Jacob, whose name meant grabber of the heel or deceitful, after wrestling with God, his name was changed to Israel, which meant one who prevails. So we see that a name carries with it an idea of power, of responsibility, of purpose, of authority. Now in the Bible, God reveals himself by various names because of the depth of God and who he is and his character. He reveals himself to humanity in various ways. And in the Bible, we see God using different ways and different circumstances to reveal himself to mankind. Through all these circumstances that we go through in life, God wants to reveal himself to us. He wants us to have different perspectives of who he really is. He desires us to truly know him, because when you truly know him, then our hearts are open to worshiping him. Sometimes he will allow us a certain circumstance to come into our life because through that circumstance, we'll get to know a different character of who he is. And in every circumstance, in every situation of our lives, God has the ability to reveal himself to us. And God is so many things. He is healer, he's provider, he sees us, he's a comforter. There's just so many sides to God. God does not just want us to know him as just a character in the Bible, but he truly wants to come into our lives, and that for us to truly know him and who he really is. And my hope is that in this series, you'll be able to know who God truly is through his names, and that you will come to know him in ways that you never had. And with God's names, there's a set of character qualities and just certain promises attached to each name. Isaiah 52:6 says, "Therefore my people shall know my name, therefore they shall know in that day that I am he who speaks, behold, it is I." So the first name that I wanted us to look at is Elohim, which translates to God, the mighty creator. Now, the Old Testament was originally written in Hebrew. So Elohim is the Hebrew word for God that appears in the very first sentence of the Bible. He is the one who began it all. You know, he created the heavens and the earth, and he separated light from darkness, water from dry land, night from day. The strong and powerful God created the visible out of the invisible. He spoke the world into existence. He created the heavens and the earth from nothing. He just spoke and it happened. That is why God is not pleased when we doubt him. It's impossible to please him when we have no faith. When Abraham and Sarah doubted if God could create a child through them, God replied, "Is there anything too difficult for the Lord?" And for me, what that means, whatever situation you're facing today, whatever challenges you might find yourself in, I want you to remember that name, Elohim. When your life doesn't make sense and you just don't see logic in anything that is happening, I want you to remember that God can make something out of nothing, that he is able to bring order into chaos. I want you to remember that he is able to bring light into darkness, because that's what he did, and he's able to do it again. All he needs is himself, and all you need is faith. He can bring order into chaos and redemption in hopeless situations. He was able to create this world by himself. He didn't need any help from anyone. He's able to just make something beautiful out of nothing. And I want you to think about that, and I want you to know that he is able. There is nothing that is too difficult for the mighty creator. So thank you so much for watching. Please stick around to learn more about the other names of God, And I hope that this series blesses you and that you're able to learn more about God. God bless you.